Happy day 4 of our Next Step Nugget series. So today we are going to talk about the big scary task of reaching out. So typically reaching out to people, the light in my glasses is bothering me. Typically reaching out to people is the scariest part of what we do for new people and for seasoned people, myself included. And that's because we're opening the door for rejection, and we tell ourselves stories and lies about what people are going to think, what people are going to say, how people are going to feel regarding us, who we are, and what we say, right? So we talk ourselves out of reaching out to people because we're scared of what people think, and we can come up with lots of pretty reasons that make it sound better, but it boils down to we are scared of what people will think of us when we reach out. So before I dive into practically how to reach out, I want to tell 2 stories, and then I want to tell you why we reach out. So first of all, I'm going to tell you my story, and this is the very condensed version, but the first time I ever heard about Plexus was the spring of 2014, and an acquaintance of my husband's from middle school reached out to me. So let that sink in. We weren't besties, we weren't neighbors, we didn't live in the same town, we didn't even live in the same country, okay? She reached out to me. We were connected on Facebook, which I'm not totally even sure why, but we were connected on Facebook. She reached out to me in the spring of 2014 and said, hey, I see, guys, I was like major extreme couponer. She was like, I see you like rocking all these sales, and I think you would do awesome and you could make like actual money with Plexus instead of just saving money with coupons. And very creative reach out, by the way. And I replied to her. I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I didn't think poorly of her. I didn't judge her. I didn't even ignore her. I responded and said, hey, thanks so much. Honestly, it's not for me. I don't have the time and I don't have the money to invest in network marketing. Blessings on your journey. And in my mind, that chapter was closed. A few months later, in conversation, my mom told me that she was interested in using some Plexus products, and she could not get the person who she had originally seen posting about Plexus to respond to her. Keep in mind, that was only the second time I'd ever even heard about Plexus. So in the back of my mind, I was like, well, I guess I could sign up and she could order from me. On goes time, and she mentions again, I still can't get this lady to get back to me. So I reach out to the gal who'd reached out to me in the spring, signed up, and my mom was my first customer. So if she had never reached out to me, then that conversation of my mom telling me that she wanted Plexus and she couldn't get it ordered would have not been relevant to my personal life. Yes, our conversation, because she was my mom, but not to my personal life. But because my sponsor had reached out to me, it was already in the back of my mind, even though I had said no. And even though in my mind, it was a hard no, like, no, I'm not doing this. It was in the back of my mind, and I signed up, and here I am today. So that's story 1. Story 2 is several years into my journey, maybe 2 or 3 years into my journey. I reached out to a friend, and guys, I want to tell you, I'd come up with all the reasons why not to reach out to this specific friend. We weren't super close anymore. I hadn't seen her in years. Finally, sucked it up and reached out, and she said, oh my goodness, I wish I had known that you sold Plexus because I just ordered from someone else, and honestly, I would have rather ordered from you. So let that sink in. I had been in Plexus for several years, posting at the time, guys, we posted 3 and 4 times a day about Plexus. And she didn't know I sold Plexus. So reminder, not everyone is seeing your stuff, right? So that's part A of that story. Part B is fast forward. We were at a Plexus event. She was a gold or senior gold ambassador. We took a cute picture together. I wrote a testimony on our team page, encouraging my team to make sure they're reaching out to the people they want on their team. But guys, I was excited for her. She was doing well, which is why I wanted her on my team. She was doing well. She was loving the product. She'd had amazing results. She reached out to me shortly after that and said, hey, I just want to let you know I decided not to do this business anymore. I'm still going to take the products. They're awesome. But the culture on my team is just not what I want. It's pushy. It's salesy. It feels toxic and offensive. And it's just not something I want in my life. So I'm going to take the products and I'm going to let my upline take care of the team that I have already recruited. And I just wanted to let you know because we connected and rebonded over Plexus. And guys, that was the moment that I was like, that was a big fail on my part, because obviously she was good at it. Obviously she had the skills, and obviously she had the interest to build a team. But the reason she quit was because of the culture on the specific team that she joined. Guys, I knew that she wouldn't have had that experience on our team. We have an amazing team. I knew that she would have felt loved and supported and seen how she can use Plexus to add value to the people in her life, not take advantage of the people in her life. But the way that she was being trained, the way that she was being encouraged to work her business felt slimy instead of value adding. And that's when it hit me that by me not reaching out to her, not only did it ding me and my business, it was impacting her, because if she had joined a team that was life-giving, she would still be bringing in an income that blessed her family tremendously. So those are my 2 stories for the day. And that is going to lead me into why we reach out. Guys, yes, we reach out because we want to grow our business. We want to add to our team. We want to earn a paycheck. We want to earn incentives. But deeper beneath that, we reach out because we have a tool that blesses other people. We have a tool that impacts their life if they choose to use it that way. The products impact people's lives and the business opportunity impacts people's lives. Guys, my life is drastically different financially than it was when I joined Plexus in the fall of 2014. Drastically different. If someone had not reached out to me, I don't know that I would be in this position that I'm in. Maybe I would have found Plexus a different way, but I don't know, right? So what you have when you reach out to someone is a lifeline. It's a tool. It's a ray of sunshine and hope. And I want you to look at it that way. When I'm reaching out, I am adding value. I am offering something to these people that I love because I know that it can bless them and I know that it can help them. So that's one mindset shift that I want you to think about. And the second thing that I want you to think about is you are planting seeds. If you sat down today and reached out to 10 people, your goal is not, I'm signing up 10 people today. Yes, would that be amazing? Of course that would be amazing. But that's not typically what happens. I want you to look at it as you are planting seeds. You are planting a seed in someone's mind, like that seed that was planted in my mind, so that when the time is right or their situation changes, they think of you and they reach out. So this is not we know Plexus is not a get rich quick, right? It's also not a fix your health overnight quick issue or system, right? It's time. It takes time to get ourselves unhealthy. It takes time to get ourselves healthy. It takes time to build a 6-figure business, which is why you don't quit. That was my very first tip on Sunday in our intro video is don't quit. Because guys, it took me 5 months to go silver. If I had quit out of discouragement, I wouldn't be where I am today. So looking at your reach out messages as planting seeds and offering value will help keep you from being disappointed and discouraged and quitting the reach outs. Okay. So all of that stuff tucked away in your mindset, we're going to talk about how do you practically reach out. I love reaching out with simple, open and honest communication, okay? So I tell people why I'm reaching out to them. Now, when we talked about expanding our network and we connect with people online, the goal is simply expanding our network and connecting with people. I'm not making a mental note of in 3 conversations, I'm going to ask about Plexus. I'm just connecting and I'm adding value, right? That feels like weird to me if I am saying, okay, I've asked how their daughter is, I've asked how their dog is, now I'm gonna ask about Plexus. That feels salesy to me and not authentic. If that's real and authentic to you, go for it. More power to you. But to me, that's not who I am. I want to add value and connect because I want to love on people and I want them to feel loved and special, not because I'm just trying to build my team, right? So when I'm reaching out about Plexus, I'm really open and honest. Like, hey, I hope you're having an awesome day. Listen, this may not be for you and that is totally okay if it's not, but I would love to share with you the impact that Plexus has had on me. Are you open to hearing how Plexus could be another stream of income for your family? Question mark, send. Simple, to the point. They know what you're asking. They know why you're asking, and you're asking them a question. You're not saying, are you interested? You're saying, are you open? Because we all want to be open, right? Nobody wants to say, no, I'm a stick in the mud. I don't want to be open. So asking them, you're telling them up front, hey, this might not be for you, and that's okay. You're giving them an out. You're not making them feel hemmed into a corner. You're saying this might not be for you, and that's okay. But I would love to share how it's blessed me. Would you be open to hearing how Plexus might bless your family as an extra stream of income? Same type of message works for the products. Like, hey, hope you're having an awesome day. This one you can be a little more pointed. If they've posted about migraines, you can be like, hey, I saw your post about migraines and listen, this might not be for you and that's okay. But I've seen so many people get help and support from migraines with Plexus products. Would you be open to checking it out and seeing if it might be a fit for you, right? Same frame of structure in how you're reaching out, whether it's for the business or whether it's for the products. You're putting it out there. You're saying, hey, this has helped me or this has helped other people and I would love to help you. If it's not for you, that's okay. But are you open to checking it out to see? So those are a couple frameworks for how to reach out for the business or the products. why we do it, and a few mindset shifts. So today's challenge is for you to think, if you participated in our Silver and Seven, we talked about a 20 best and a 20 blessed list. I want you to go back to your 20 best list, and I want you to reach out to 3 people that you think would be best at this business, that you think would rock this business and you would love to do it with them. And I want you to tell them that. I want you to say, hey, hope you're having an awesome day. May is a little crazy. Hope you're surviving. That's what it feels like over here, right? Not sure if this is for you or not, and that's okay if it's not, but I love you so much. Be real. If you don't love them, don't tell them you love them. But I love how you add value. I love how positive you are. And honestly, I would love to do what I'm doing with you. I don't know if you've seen what I've shared about Plexus, but would you be open to checking out Plexus as an additional stream of income for your family? Is that something you're open to hearing more about, right? Write it in a way that makes sense to you, that sounds great to you. Use a voice clip is even better. They can hear your voice. They hear your authenticness and your realness and your silliness and however you send the message. But reach out to 3 people today, basically saying like, hey, maybe this isn't for you and that's okay, but would you be open to checking out what Plexus has done for me and seeing if it could be a fit for you? So happy Thursday. Happy day 4. I'm excited to see how your business is going to grow from what you do today.